Welcome to Solved Online, the online business information solution service through legislation.gov.uk for all clients in all problem again. So today's topic is Solved Online legislation updates and solutions on U.S. FDA regulations for COVID-19 and vax. Again, it will be a 20 minutes program. This one's a bit longer, 20 minutes program. And again, Solved Online YouTube platform is the report on business solutions through legislation.gov.uk for all clients, again, by reviewing and highlighting past and present acts. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to help build a global online business solution system on accountability, sustainability, and transparency in growth and protection. Again, Solved Online motto. Again, Solved Online knows that there's no business like the king's business. We provide solutions, discovery documents, proof, show demonstrations, again, direction, instruction, accuracy, and correction. Also, let's get to that 1,000 subscribers to start that online webinar, seminar, and tutorial. Again, also Solved Online, again, is the media and research department for the House of Lancelot. Yes, so we're going to get into it. Again, I'm also on Clubhouse, so things will be starting right now on Clubhouse, so you'll be able to again go into that and see for yourself what's going on. I appreciate everyone for viewing. Yeah, all of a sudden there are technical difficulties, but again, we're just gonna be able to start what's going on. So yeah, appreciate everyone for logging in. Yeah, so we're going to go over to legislation.gov.uk. Legislation.gov.uk is the #1 place for business solutions. Just going to share the screen. Open up. Again, just wait one moment. It's going to be much more longer for the technicalities. Today, I don't know why, like I say, just a moment before everything. Again, I'm not being able to I didn't even be able to find my program. Everything is just a bit weird, not being able to find the program. And this is legislation.gov.uk. Just gonna again hold it there for a moment. Yeah, so this legislation.gov.uk. Before I go into it, we're gonna find everything that we need to find, and open up the room in Clubhouse so everyone can be able to actually come and and visit the actual room. And this is this is very strange right now. So I'm just gonna be able to start the actual program. Yeah, so how are we gonna start the program now? So we're gonna wait one moment. Yeah, again, legislation.gov.uk is the place where you can actually find every information that again is legally presented in the public, and it's a place where you can find out solutions. So again, just doing some technical things at this moment just to be able to get the live going. But again, this is legislation.gov.uk. This is where we provide the #1 information on again legislation. We're going to go over to the main topic, but we have to just present the legislation in the UK. So we're just going to do that right now. Yeah, so again, yeah, so over on legislation, so it's difficult to be doing everything at once. So like I say, everything is live, it's recording. So we're going to go to again legislation published recently. I'm just going to click on the actual legislation that's published recently. So with the legislation that's published recently today, so the first one is Medical Device North Ireland Protocol Regulations 2021. And then we have the Political Parties Election and Referendum Act 2000. commencement number 4, and transitional provisions order 2021. And we also have the Mid Devon electoral changes order 2021. We also have the New Forest electoral changes order 2021. Also, we have the Bracknell Forest electoral changes order 2021. Then we have the Social Security Scotland Act 2018, Disability Assess Assistance, Young Youth Carers Grants, Short-Term Assistance, and Winter Heating Assistance. And this is the Consequential Provision and Modification Order 2021. And then we have a correction slip, and these are the regulations and the provision of the Health Pupil Registration England Regulation 2006. Again, and we also have the final one, the Education Chief Inspectors of Education and Training in Wales Order 2021. So just get that out of the way. We're gonna go over now to the actual solution for the U.S. FDA for everyone that's in the U.S. at the moment. So we're gonna get into some straight documents. Let's just shut this down first, and then we're gonna get into now the actual document that we need to get to. Very important. Share the screen. I don't know exactly how it happened. So we're gonna go with title 42 first. We're gonna go with title 42. Just again, as you can see, for everyone that is tuning in the YouTube, as you can see, this is the Code of Federal Regulation. Very important when it comes to actually helping people in this department, and it shows you it's the authentic U.S. government information, authentic federal Code of Federal Regulations, title 42. So we're going to start with the public health. Very important, and as you can see, this is parts 1 to 399. So and then we have this is reserved as of October 2020. So this is very, very new for everyone that needs to actually be updated. So we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go down into the contents, because this is where you can find all the main information. Yeah, so again, remember over on YouTube to see these things live. So as the table of contents, and the first chapter is again Public Health Service, Department of Health and Human Service. And then you have again the aid, finding the aids. I'm gonna go down and get to the main, because there's so much information. As you can see, there's 399 pages. So we're gonna go down. Yes, and as you can see, the first title, it tells you again, Public Health Service, Department of Health and Human Service. And so it's all recorded, so everyone can also go back and check the actual program as it goes there. So first, just go through some of the major contents that really needs to be able to be observed for everyone else that really have issues in this. So we have the confidential of substance use disorder patient record, and that is again, as you can see, that's the first top line. And then we have protection of identity, that's the research subject. So this is very important to know. We also have patient safety organization and patient safety work product. And then we have the National Library of Medicine, and we also have the designation of health professional shortage area, and it goes down. So we also have the Federal Tort Claims Act coverage of current grantees and individual distribution of reference biological standards and biological preparation. We also have the medication assisted treatment for opioid use disorder. And we also have the cure, standard of care for chimpanzee held in the federally support sanctuary system, and then the 340B drugs on pricing program. Also have the clinical trials registration and result information submission. So we're gonna go to the part where what is actually going on within the department where they're talking about grants. So this is where Dr. Fauci is being challenged within the grant, because there's rules within the grant section that again could be challenged and could you know be found that it has been broken. So we're gonna go to the vaccination part. So we're gonna provide again the information for the vaccination individual. So those that have been vaccinated. So just 1 second to see if everything is okay. So it's being shown just to double check. So again, we also have, let's just go down to it. And these sections are very important. But look, it's occupational safety and health research and related activities. So it's a very good section for you to actually see. And also, this is also very important, where you have again health assessment and health effects studies on hazardous substance release and facilitates. So all good administration function, practice and procedures, also public health service policies on research misconduct. So I think again, he's being challenged on this part. Yeah, so it's very important. So now for the vaccines. So again, for those that have been again granted, that that have been injured, could be able to find the solution under vaccine injury compensation or countermeasure injury compensation program. And so this is very, very important section for everyone to really be able to find solution when it comes to injuries. And there's also the health resource development, and that's not a part, but we want to check again sub chapter L, and this is again compassionate payment. So that's really the important parts that cover, which will be go over in further show. So yeah, as you can see, that is just one part. So I'm gonna close that, and then we're gonna open up the second title. Because the first title is the part that we need to could be more presently acted on. So it's an action that could be presently acted on right now. So before we go into that, I'm just gonna send a message. So just leaving it on the thing. So it just 1 moment, just before I get into anything else, be able to spread the information more, because there's a lot going on right now. So, but it's very important to see that again the information is there. At least it's a recorded visual record, so you could be able to rewind and go and find and investigate further for again yourself. Very important. So just gonna continue in a moment, trying to share the link, and that's one thing, trying to share the link. It is a program, so it's gonna be more programs to come. Yeah, so it's very good. Again, more programs to come. As you can see, yeah, there is now. Let me just take this off. Yeah, like the beginning kind of just made me kind of think what's going on, but I had to redo the show because for some reason it was taken off at the last minute. That's the weirdest thing I've seen on anywhere where you schedule a show, but it was removed, but it's being recorded live on YouTube. So that's the important part where people can actually see it for themselves. Okay, we're gonna take up the next screen. Show the next screen. So this is title 21, and this is the important part. So as you see, the documents are all authentic. This is from the U.S. government themselves, and it's the Code of Federal Regulations. So we're gonna get the next one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so there we go. So again, so as you can see clearly, and it shows you Title 21, Food and Drugs, and this is more shorter. This is part 1 to 99, and these are all present, most present, 2020. These all been updated 2020. So it's all good. So we're gonna go down again, and we're gonna go through the content. So as you can see, it says Food and Drug Administration and Department of Health and Human Service. Very important. As you can see there. So we're gonna go down into the contents, and the contents, like I say, would really give you, the ideas to where to go and take your time. I'm gonna go into something that is most important, like in a moment for everyone. And again, we have time. If time goes over, I still go over it, because this is very important. So that's the first title, and then we're gonna go into, as you can see. So the first one says general enforcement regulations. So again, there are general enforcement regulations, and then we have the general administrative rules and decisions, product jurisdiction regulation on combination of products, organization enforcement policies, as you can see, administrative practice and procedure, electro electronic records, electronic signature, formal evidentiary, public hearing. So these are all things that's going on. Public hearing before a public board of inquiry. So as you can see, that is the part where it's going on now. So we're just gonna get to the main function because time is definitely running. So if you wanna highlight it, you will be able to see it. So we have this. So the protection of privacy, that's one, very important. And then we're gonna go down to again the protection of human subject. That's another important. These are important part, and this is why it's so important. So this we're gonna, and this also dissemination of information and unapproved new use of market drugs, biologicals, and devices. Very important. So we're gonna go into first. Uh, we're gonna go into first the actual protection of human subjects, and that is, oh, 365, and we're gonna go down. So you'll be able to see the section for yourself, so you'll be able to get help to where you go directly research. So we're gonna go. So that's 61. There's a lot, so much, detail. As you can see, it's right there. Protection of human subjects, and it has the general provisions and has the scope, definition, also have so this is where they start break down term informed consent of the human subject. So again, and it literally gives you the all of the breakdown, the general requirement for informed consent, exceptions from general requirements, exception from informed consent requirements for emergency research, elements of informed consent, documentation of informed consent. And then it goes down additional safeguard for this is listen now. Here we go. Additional safeguard for children in clinical investigation. So this is very very important. So the IRB's duty and it should go. So this section is very very important for children. And then you can say then this is where this is the part that gives you the full details of what exactly to actually look out for, and then it goes into the general. So again, this part, everyone be very observant on this. Again, we're just gonna go through the content. Again, as you see, clinical investigation not involving greater than normal risk, clinical investigation involving greater than a normal risk, but presenting the prospect of direct benefit to individual subject, clinical investigations involving greater than normal risk and no prospect of direct benefit to individual subject, but likely to yield generalizability, and then knowledge about the subject's disorder or condition. So as you can see, this is very important. Clinical investigation, not otherwise provable than that present an opportunity to understand, prevent, or alleviate a serious problem affecting the health or welfare of children, and also requirement for permission by parents or guardians, and for assent by children. And again, we have the word. So this is very important, very important. So it goes in. That's the details of it. Like I say, this covers the whole patch. So at least you're able to see. So we're gonna go into another important one before we close, and that is, let me just get back to the title, the content part, so we can so everyone can see what's going on clearly. So at least when you go and do the research and go and you know investigate the actual document, you'll find it for yourself. So and that's the important part. So at least, like I say, the recorded part is the part. So again, this is 530 37, page 537, and that's the dissemination of information. And this is what I want to show. I want to show everyone. That's why, like I say, when it comes to federal language or regulation, is different from public and very important. So again, 537. As you can see, this is how much document I have to go through. So again, look. So the dissemination of information on unapproved new use for market drugs, biologics, and devices, and it gives you the definition and the scope and definition. Look, information to be disseminated, and this is the important part. Look, information that may be disseminated, mandatory statements and information. So again, things that have to be mandatory statements, and receptance of information, very important. The manufacturer's submission, request, and application. Again, FDA action on submission, request, and application. Corrective action and cessation of dissemination. And then you have record keepings and reports. So again, there is a lot of so when we're talking about approval, we need to go through this section to actually find all of these sections to actually find out what you need to find. So at least again, I provided the main content that needs to be, actually displayed so everyone can actually see. Everyone knows. Again, this is, and I'll show you again. This is the official. As you can see it there, it shows you authenticated U.S. government information, and as you can see, you have the actual code of the code of the federal regulations. Yeah, so that was it, the breakdown. But oh my, so like I say, the start was so terrible because the fact is that I had a show on Clubhouse, and I booked it on time. Say this is the time, and soon as I'm about to start the show, the program is not even there, and that is weird because like I say, that's where everyone kind of knows that's the program. So I had to do a new and set up a new program. That's why it's running a bit late on that. But for the actual main visual points and the main authorities and where you can actually find protection within the USA and everything else, as you can see, you could rewind the YouTube and actually go and see it for yourself. So I'm gonna close in a minute, and like I said, now I already displayed it. We're gonna go into more details on the next show on certain topics. So first we could deal with the children, and because that is very important, and then we just follow it like that. So again, this is Solved Online Business Information Solution Service through legislation.gov.uk for all clients at all levels and all problems. And the topic again, Solved Online Legislation Updates and Solutions on U.S. FDA regulations for coronavirus, for COVID-19 and vaccine. And then we have again Solved Online YouTube platform is to report on business solutions through legislation.gov.uk by reviewing and highlighting past and present acts. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to help build a global online solution system on accountability, sustainability, and transparency. The motto of Souls Online knows that there's no business like the King's business. As they give thanks and praise and appreciation, and I see you on the next show. I appreciate it. It's been a while, but like I say, I've been doing things like like this to be able to provide the actual, whereabouts, the directions, for everyone that you know are having the difficulty. But now it's there, so everyone can actually go and see for itself. So like to say appreciate everything, and again have a great day.